The play is called Death Tax. It's a play about a nurse who works in a nursing home and a patient that she works with named Maxine, who's an older woman and a very wealthy woman who is convinced that her daughter is paying off the nurse to have her die before the first of the month when the inheritance laws change. She thinks that her daughter is trying to have her die early in order to get more money.
The play, each scene kind of pulls the rug from under your feet. You think you know where you are with a certain situation or a dynamic, and then the next scene kind of gets underway and you're like, whoa. And because of that, it's a fantastic story. It's a kind of real roller coaster ride for the audience, because you have to keep reassessing, you have to keep recalibrating what you think about particular characters, because they're all, I remember writing on my script on day one, they all believe what they say. They don't know they're lying, but at what point an exaggeration becomes a lie is a very, very kind of fine line. And so they all believe what they're saying all the time, yet they're also lying, and it's a kind of fascinating tension that Lucas has set up. And in the next scene, they're exaggerating in different ways, so you find out different things about them, and it's an amazing story. It's kind of crazy putting this together in a week, but the 4 actors have worked so hard coming to rehearsals with a lot of the lines learnt. I mean, it's very, very precise language. You have to. It's almost mathematical the way that the scenes work. So you can't get the lines wrong. You can't get the words wrong. And so it's so ambitious to put it on in a week, but they're absolutely living up to our ambition for them, aren't they?
Yeah, and I think doing it in just a week really puts a lot of emphasis on just telling the story, telling the story as simply as possible. So I think we're getting a very muscular, pure version of this play.
And yeah, you just have to go on instinct, which I think is a very good thing to kind of always go on. And this story, this play, because it is about a kind of a pure language, pure relationships between these characters. The thing that takes the time, which is the production often in rehearsals, you just, as Lucas says, you just cut right through. I mean, the actors might not thank us for it, because they've got to learn 90 minutes of words. They've got to say something on stage for 90 minutes, even if it's not what you've written. But no, it's got a kind of energy to it, which we're all really enjoying.